Hello everybody and welcome back to Crazy Horse Gaming and another Throwback Tuesday, the feature in which the Crazy Horse Gaming team give you a quick look at video games from yesteryear. I'm Mike and today I'm going to be giving you a quick look at Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex on the PlayStation 2. Standalone Complex is based on the hit anime TV series by the same name. It was released in 2004 in Japan and North America, but didn't hit Europe until 2005. Published by Bandai and Atari, Standalone Complex is a third-person action shooter, in which you play as either Major Motoko Kusanagi or Batou as members of Section 9, an elite anti-terrorist squad as they investigate and try to solve a mysterious case known only as TAR, or TAR.
The military has requested us to arrest a witness who's at a black market weapons sale taking place at Mihama, on Pier N3. Apparently the weapons were scheduled to be scrapped by the military, but were misappropriated.
Shouldn't we put a leash on him and see where he runs?
The important thing is that he's the subject of an investigation. Major, you extract his memories and find out who's backing his shopping spree. Regarding the current pier situation, it's believed that a substantially large armed group has infiltrated the site.
You want me and Batou to do this alone?
I'll have Ishikawa back you up. Pass information to him for analysis as you get it.
The game boasts pretty decent graphics for the time, and the developers have done a really good job of recreating the look of the TV series. And with the actors who voiced the characters in the TV series returning to voice the characters in the game, it helps to add that extra bit of authenticity to the feel of the game. The developers also added a pretty decent soundtrack that goes well with the futuristic feel of the game. As mentioned earlier, the game is a third-person shooter, where you take control of either Major Kusanagi or Batou. It tends to rotate from character to character after each level. The combat is fairly straightforward. If it moves, you shoot it. You can carry two weapons at any one time, ranging from machine guns, sniper rifles, and even grenade launchers. You can also use grenades and throwing knives, but for those of you who want to get in close and personal, there's always the option to go in hand to hand and use the melee attacks.
Open fire!
Despite all these combat options, the combat itself is really simple, or some may say shallow. It is literally just a one-button attack system. There is no learning combos of any kind, or special moves, or learning any new skills.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
With this being a Ghost in the Shell game, there is no way they could develop this game without including hacking, and they have used that feature by giving you the ability to ghost hack your enemies, so you can control them and turn your enemies against each other. However, this is not used nearly enough in the game, and to be honest, I think they could have done a whole lot more with this concept. It has so much potential.
Running won't help you!
There is slight differences between the Majors and Batou's levels. The Majors will usually be more acrobatic and agile based, with wall climbing and kind of platform based gameplay mixed in, whereas Batou's will be more heavy combat and brute force style gameplay.
Ah, come on! This ain't no Olympic shooting competition! Don't think about your target! Cut loose and open fire!
So it mimics the style of the characters in the TV show. One of the areas that lets the game down is the control system. While set to the default control system, it feels really awkward and unnatural for this style of game. I caught myself many of times pressing the wrong buttons, or mucking up just because the control layout feels awkward and misplaced. The game tries to keep things fresh by including a co-op and competitive multiplayer modes, and every now and then it gives you a change of pace by giving you the option to control the wacky and funny as hell think tanks, the Tachikomas.
Hey, wait a minute! If our data got erased, do you think we'd forget Miki too? Huh? Miki? I'd sure like to go see her again. Me too! I miss that little girl. She probably misses us too. Right, kid? You think so, Miki? I want to see her too. What's going on? Calm down, everyone, calm down! Which one of us met Miki in the first place?
And even in one mission earlier on you get control of a Jameson-type cyborg, which as a fan of the TV show I have always wondered what it would be like to be one of those tin boxes on legs.
Now, don't you fret none, partner. Happens all the time. Folks just can't seem to wrap their heads around these Jameson types, let me tell you. My wife and kids are mad as wet hens at me, saying my taste in prosthetics ain't normal. Shucks. It's just one of them manly quirks every feller's got, dang it.
The game does a great job of making you feel like you're part of Section 9, with the familiar visual theme and style of the TV show, to the rest of Section 9 popping up on your cybercom to give you intel and info on the investigation. They all look, act and feel like they have come from the TV series. The story, however, could use a bit of work. Considering the high quality of the clever storytelling in the TV series, I'm afraid to say that the game does not live up to that standard. This is not to say that this is a bad game though. In my opinion, this was a good game for its time, and it still holds up fairly well today. However, I think that given the somewhat niche audience that the game was targeted at, myself included in that, especially here in the UK, the game was probably overlooked and underrated by many people, which is a shame as it is a cool game. So, if you are a fan of the Ghost in the Shell franchise and have not played this game before, then you should definitely look it up. Also, if you are a fan of decent action games, you could do a lot worse than to try this. Who knows, if you weren't interested in anime before, this might open you up to a new interest altogether. I'm Mike Penman, and this has been Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. For more news, reviews and videos, don't forget to check out the rest of the website over at crazyhorsegaming.co.uk. Also, for a cool gaming forum, why not visit www.gamerkitten.com. I will leave links in the descriptions of this video below, and thanks for watching.
Keep an eye on military intel. Roger.